W.Morrissey, thank you for taking the time to do this. I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you having me, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, we were just talking about like, Christmas and New Year. I mean, how did you celebrate? Like, did you get the chance to just chill at home and then do, sort of stuff at home?
Yeah, I got to fly home to New York with my girlfriend to see my family. We did all the New York stuff, Rockefeller Center, Bryant Park, everything in Manhattan. We went to Brooklyn to go thrifting, I think they call it, where you shop
Oh,
at thrift
thrifting.
stores. She loves to
That's
do that. Yeah, so we did all that and got to hang out with my family and play board games and stuff. It was really, really good time, man.
Yeah, and then obviously like New Year's just hit, and obviously what I can imagine like your late Christmas present will be winning the Impact World Championship when it comes, right, at Hard to Kill.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'll be a really great late Christmas present for sure, man. Yeah, I can't wait to hold that title above my head Saturday and kind of stick it to everybody, man.
Well, I mean, you definitely are sticking it to everybody. We're going to get into that in a bit. But I firstly got to compliment you on your luxurious hair. Like, you seem to have the best hair in the business. I mean, for me personally, I'm quite lazy when it comes to my hair. I tend to just grow it out a bit and then I just am impatient to maintain it. I mean, for you, like, how are you honestly able to maintain it? Like, you have to wet it before you go to the ring. How is it possible for you?
Man, there was when I first got to FCW and started growing my hair, like there was like a year where it was really awkward. I looked awful. But after that, I've never had a problem with my hair, man. You just get it trimmed every once in a while. And yeah, you got to wet it on the way to the ring because you don't want, hair getting caught in your eye or, into your throat during a match. So I don't really have any sort of regimen or anything like that, man. It's kind of just come easy, I guess.
So it's not a thing where like you're in the shower and you have like a specific like shower range or hair range. You just go like, all right, shower and done.
That's it, man. I don't have any regimen, routine, nothing. I don't know. I just do normal things with my hair. I don't. But I appreciate you saying you think that it's unique and it looks good, man. I never thought of it that way, but I appreciate that.
No, I got to see the attention to detail when I see it. I mean, obviously besides you being having the best hair in the business, if there was a
Right.
top three Mount Rushmore of wrestlers with the best hair, like who would you consider them to be?
Oh my god, with the best hair.
Yeah.
That's a really good. Damn, dude. I got to put Shawn Mike. Shawn Michaels has got to be in there.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's me and three other people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shawn Michaels. And I feel like I'm forgetting. I'd say maybe Hunter, Triple H. He had some, dope hair. I'd say Bianca Belair too, man. She's got to be on there.
I mean, she definitely has like the most unique hair in the business for sure, and then
Yeah,
does her own outfits as well like that. So considering like she's a DIY in that sense of the word.
yeah. I'd put her on there for sure. She's definitely on the hair of Mount Rushmore for sure.
Ooh, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. So Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Bianca Belair. I like that. Well, I
yeah.
mean, exciting stuff for you coming up. The main event of Hard to Kill. We were just saying your late Christmas present would be to hold the Impact World Championship, and you're facing Matt Cardona and Moose for the championship. I mean, how are you feeling going into the match? Like being in the world title picture, and we're really getting a essence of who W.Morrissey is. So, what is your mind state going into this match?
My mindset is keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna end up doing what I went to Impact to do, which was to win the world title, become top dog, to be the face of the company. I can't get off routine. Everything I've done up until this point has led me to be successful. So wake up every day and just keep doing the same things I've been doing. And I don't think there's any stopping me, man. I don't think there's any ceiling for me at Impact Wrestling. So
Mm.
Saturday, walk in there without the title, walk out with the title, and business as usual the next day. So I'm looking at it as a victory already, man.
I mean, you definitely been putting your presence known, like ever since you signed to Impact, because you signed in April last year. There were a lot of conversations of where you might go to because you were on the Indies before you went to Impact. There were little hints of you going to AEW, but what made you decide that Impact would be your home?
Impact was I developed a relationship with Scott. We were talking on the phone pretty consistently, and they had an opening for a spot for me, and it was more on a trial basis, and let's see what happens. And they gave me an opportunity, man, and I crushed that opportunity. So know, I'm not an idiot. I know that it was a risky, you know, opportunity. You know, they took a chance on me, and I got to make sure that risk pays off big time for them. So I feel like I've been doing that in spades since I got there.
And it definitely shows. I mean, you're in the Impact World Title picture. A highlight of your career so far. I mean, you know, a lot of interviews I've been seeing of yours lately. You know, the main theme is like, you know, you're in the best shape of your life, best mentally as well. You know, how are you able to, you know, keep on the, you know, the positive mindset that you've been in? You know, I mean, obviously now, like you're in the world title picture, you wanted to go do more. So what is constantly getting you motivated, like, you know, being on Impact and rising to the top?
Man, constantly getting me motivated is, you know, something that does motivate me is the doubters and people that really hated on me and kicked me while I was down. That's definitely a motivating factor, but um, just wanted to reach my fullest potential, man. There is no worse feeling in the world than knowing deep down that you had potential to achieve something great, excellent, and you didn't do it. And that's really how I felt in the past few years with wrestling. I had the
Mm,
potential to really do something fantastic, and I dropped the ball, and life got in the way, and I made some really big mistakes. So I don't want to live life with that regret, man. So
mm.
my motivation is to cash in on my potential and do everything that I, you know, was meant to achieve in wrestling. So yeah, man, I wouldn't be able to live with myself going to bed at night and wasting all that potential. So we're a little late on the ball here, but I'm definitely gonna become what I always believed I'd become in wrestling.
Well, I always believe is it's better late than never. So, I mean, you
Right.
know, you're in this position now. So, congratulations to you for, you know, for getting to this point. I
Cheers,
mean,
man.
and of course, like, you know, being on Impact, it must be like lighter in terms of scheduling. I can imagine. So, does that give you more time to, you know, focus on you and yourself in general, knowing that I've heard hints that, you know, you wanted to take into acting as part of what you want to do outside of Impact. So, would that be true to say that it allows you to give more time for yourself as well and balance the field?
It does. It gives me a lot more time, and we're going to be picking up a little bit in the new year. I think we're going to be doing twice a month on the road. I know we have Florida at the end of the month, Dallas, you know, this weekend. But yeah, it gives me a lot of time to focus on myself, focus on staying healthy, staying sober. But yeah, I did get an opportunity to act about a month ago. I got booked in a movie role. This was my first experience being on set.
Wow.
It was a very, very unique experience, man. It's something that I really, really enjoyed. So, yeah, that is something that I'm going to pursue for sure because you know I went into that experience with with open arms, kind of let's see if I like this, and I really did enjoy it. I really loved it. So, you know, the impact schedule will give me more flexibility to do things like that.
Mm. And speaking of like flexibility and other activities that you'd be doing, and I got to talk about briefly your basketball career before you got into wrestling, because you know obviously the times of you being in a cage with Enzo and you know playing basketball in your senior years in college, was basketball ever a thing that you wanted to pursue before wrestling was even a conversation, or have you always wanted to pursue wrestling and basketball was just on the side?
Basketball is on the side, man. I didn't even start playing competitively until my senior year of high school.
Mm.
Yeah, I basketball was never really a passion of mine. Wrestling always was since I was a kid, going to shows at Madison Square Garden, and always going to the pay-per-views and the Raws at the Garden and the Nassau Coliseum and stuff. I've always been passionate about that. So basketball kind of came into my life my senior year of high school, and it's really hard to be as passionate as I am about wrestling towards basketball because it just wasn't something that was with me for my entire
Mm.
life. So basketball was never a goal of mine, but
Yeah.
it was a really good experience, especially playing in college and managing that with a pre-med schedule at NYU, which it was extremely difficult, but man, it taught me some life lessons that
Mm.
in hard work and dedication that are invaluable.
So it literally got you to the point of like, you know, playing basketball that led you to the discipline that would lead you to wrestling, and that became a thing for you from, you know, after trialing that out in college days.
Yeah, it's just and it also opened me up to traveling and got me experience with that, and waking up 5 o'clock in the morning to go do a workout or go to practice and stuff. And these are things I was not used to before I got into basketball. So it
Mm.
definitely prepared me for life in wrestling, and it definitely taught me that hard work and dedication that's needed become elite in anything you do. And anybody that's on a television show for pro wrestling right now, whether they know it or not, is the cream of the crop, and they are an elite member of the wrestling community, because to get to where you're at, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication.
And it might sound a dumb question, but being you're 7 feet tall and you can't teach that, can you slam dunk?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I had to ask that.
There's a video out there somewhere of when Enzo and I did the Barclays Center the first time with NXT of I'm pretty sure he alley-oops it off the backboard to me and I slam it or something. I'm pretty sure I've been tagging that video recently somewhere out there.
Okay, well I'm gonna hunt for it. I'm gonna hunt for it somewhere. And and final thing in terms of the basketball days, would you consider Patrick Ewing to be in the same conversation as being one of the greatest of all time? Because I know that you're a Knicks fan, if I'm correct.
Yes. That's tough. There's always going to be that knock on him with the lack of championship. He got there in '94, and that was a heartbreaker in Game 7 to the Rockets. And man, Ewing was going against Jordan, man. And it's just those years that Jordan was there full time, 91 to 93, and then 96 through 98 when they won those championships. Dude, it's going to be damn near impossible to win a championship those years with the greatest player of all time. So, yeah, I put Ewing up there with he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And he's definitely probably my favorite New York Knick of all time.
Definitely. He's definitely one of the top for that, for sure. So I have to ask, I mean, obviously, Impact has had, a few crossovers. I mean, we'd had the Good Brothers taking on Finjuice just recently, the NJPW tag team. Should there be more crossovers with you and Impact and other companies in the future? Would there be like a particular person on, whether it be AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling, if they came to your turf, would they be anyone in particular you'd like to face?
Will Ospreay.
Oh, okay. I'd love to see that. Yeah.
So hopefully these forbidden doors stay open and these opportunities stay around, because that's somebody I'd really like to wrestle for sure.
Do you know, I actually had a little bit of a fantasy booking, because I did think of this. I've been thinking about it for a week, so I just wanted to let you know this. I was thinking you winning the Impact World Championship, and of course, you had your Big Bill Young character from back in the day. For one night, take on Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Champion and the Battle of the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know. I just foresaw that and just thought, how crazy would that be?
That is definitely fantasy booking, because I don't think that was Yeah. I appreciate that throwback to my days with Johnny Rods. But I don't think that'll happen, man. But yeah, that's why they call it fantasy booking, man.
That's what they call it, but you never know. Yeah. You never know. I mean, during your time on Impact, you've had a lot of encounters with Willie Mack, Eddie Edwards, Rich Swann, and of course, you've been dominating. Literally, the term for you is dominance. For you, prior to stepping in the ring with Matt Cardona, which you went in the ring with recently, and obviously you will face him again with Moose at Hard to Kill. Who has been your toughest opponents prior to those guys that you've been facing
Eddie.
in Impact? Yeah, he's a tough call.
Yeah, he's tough as nails, man. He's what is there to say, man? He's one of the best in the world, dude. There's just no doubt about it. Anybody that says differently is delusional. So, or they're lying. So, he's one of the best pro wrestlers on planet Earth. So Eddie has been the toughest challenge so far.
Because
not taking away anything from anybody else that I wrestled in Impact, but Eddie's been my toughest challenge for sure.
Yeah, and I mean he's been a dominant force, especially with the hardcore scene as well, and in parts as well. And I got a chance to meet him a few years ago, and very, very competitive as well. So I mean, both you guys, you must have had that edge to go who's going to be one up over the other. Yeah,
he was extremely fun to work with, and he's extremely passionate, man. And that makes going to work so much easier, is when you're working with people who are extremely passionate like you are. And that's that's what Impact has. So there's a lot of guys that are extremely passionate, but Eddie was a toughest challenge, but also one of the most fulfilling challenges for sure.
And I was going to ask about the vibe of the locker room because, you know, you just mentioned that, you know, a lot of people are passionate. They really want to put themselves out there. You know, when you first signed and you went into the Impact locker room for the first time, like, what was it a sense of? Like, what were your feelings towards it?
You have no idea when you're walking into a new locker room. You know, it's kind of,
You didn't know what to expect.
Job. You don't, yeah, you know, I had worked with plenty of the guys there previously, but I don't know what the vibe is there. And you feel it out at first, and then you kind of start bonding with some people. And yeah, it's just everybody there is extremely passionate and loves pro wrestling so much that it makes going to work really, really fun. Just because everybody there is just, they just all want to just make Impact the greatest company in the world, man. And everybody's going out there and giving 110%. So I've really enjoyed it there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we're looking forward to seeing you kill it in the ring and pick up the Impact World Championship. Of course, obviously the main event, hard to kill. You, Matt Cardona, and Moose. You know, you've always said that your goals were to be the top guy, like you said before, and to hold the World Championship. So, you know, you winning it potentially. I mean, what are you looking towards next goal-wise when you win the championship potentially?
Take on all comers, man. Anybody that wants to come for the Impact World title, they're gonna have to go through me. So I don't have any game plan, man. The game plan is win that world title and then see what happens. So yeah. And anybody that wants a shot, come on down. That's what it's gonna be like.
I mean, the challenges are there, so he'll literally be defending with all the upcomers, man. Looking forward to it. And I got to ask as well quickly, you know, with you and Enzo as well, like you mentioned that you were at AJ Collectibles in October last year. You've been doing a lot of features together. It was in Wisconsin, if I'm correct.
It was, yeah. Up near Green Bay. Everybody there was Packer fans,
yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I guess you're not really a Packers fan.
No, it's just I remember distinctly, like everyone there was talking about the Packers because it was football season. It's just so I remember it was in that area because it was two different stores in like the Milwaukee, Green Bay, somewhere up in that area.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, with you and Enzo, I mean, you know, you've been heavily featured a lot last year together. So like, what are the plans for 2022 for you two?
He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. He's dropping music. I'm doing my thing in Impact. There's no plans right now, but who knows, man? That's a given. You put us together, it's money. So
magic happens.
That's always a go-to, no matter what.
And you can't teach that. Simple.
Yeah. Okay. So the match that's happening, it's Bully Ray and Enzo versus Eric Redbeard and Adam Scherr. That's the match. So that's the match that's coming up. So he's doing his thing. I'm doing mine.
Well, the next time we speak, that you'll be holding the Impact World Championship.
That's right.
Definitely.
As long as you talk to me after Saturday, I'll be the Impact World Champion for sure.
Oh yeah. High hopes for that one. Before I let you go, just wanted to bring some quick fire questions to you, just to have a little bit of fun. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So first one is, what is your favorite TV show?
Seinfeld.
Oh, that's a classic comedy.
Seinfeld or The Office, one of those two.
Okay, cool. What is your most used emoji?
Probably the flexed muscle one. Yeah.
Everyone seems to do that. My one is this one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. If there's any argument that I'm in and I can't seem to back up my case, then I'll just be like, right, I'm bowing out. Yeah. See you later.
Yeah, I use that one too.
Okay. Favorite country you've ever visited?
That's a good question, man. Italy.
Ooh, what was it in Italy that really got you?
The culture, man. It's magical over there. I thought, I got a chance to walk around a little bit and go to a coffee shop, and I don't know, something. I don't know if it's the air or the people or the atmosphere. It was amazing. So I really enjoyed it. And then being in Rome and stuff and seeing the Colosseum, that whole experience was amazing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I want to do a bit more traveling myself, so I hope I could do that, all that sort of stuff this year. Favorite clothing brand?
Damn. Jordan.
Is it the Jordan 1s, or are you like a Jordan 1 fan, Jordan 4s fan?
I think Jordan 1s are overused now, in my opinion. I used to love Jordan 1s until everybody started wearing them, so now I go elsewhere. I go to the threes, fours, 13s, 11s,
Okay.
sevens sometimes.
Yeah.
But those are my. That's where I stay. But I'll do Jordan 1s once in a while. But it got a lot of people started wearing them, man.
I mean, I've never owned a pair of Jordan 1s or Jordans full stop in terms of feet. So, I mean, I'll have probably one pair and then maybe transfer to another number just to see that I got it anyway.
Yeah.
Favorite workout song?
Chop Suey by System of a Down.
Okay. All right. Cool. A few more. If a film company offered you $5 million, this is a weird one. I just thought it up. If a film company offered you $5 million for a starring role, but the only requirement would be that you need to cut all your hair and your beard, would you do it?
Fuck yeah.
So you create a new identity. You know what I mean? And then obviously you still have the ability to grow your hair back. So I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And finally, do you have a hidden talent that we don't know of already?
I like to think I'm a hell of a singer and a dancer, but
Ooh.
I'm sure, actually the singing. I did some singing on NXT, so I'd say dancer.
Okay.
I'm not like Channing Tatum or anything. Like I can't, be in the background of a music video crushing it. But I think I'm deceivingly a good dancer. For when people look at me, they probably think, "No way that guy can dance or has rhythm." And I do.
Do you know what it is? It's like for me as well. It's like you would look at me and think like, "Yeah, I'm the best dancer in the world." Not always. I kind of have 2 left feet. I have to have a little bit of Dutch courage just to kind of get myself in the zone. But
that hat though. You got that swag going.
So. Well, I mean, I did it for you. I mean, I got a load of hats, but I thought like I represent, and I just bring that to you. So, no worries, man. Well, W.Morrissey, it's been an absolute pleasure to chat with you. Thank you so much for taking the time. Hopefully, like I said, next time we'll be chatting. It will be me announcing you as Impact World Champion. Anything else you want to say to your fans before we cut out of here?
Yeah, tune in Saturday night for Hard to Kill, and you're going to see your boy right here, W.Morrissey, win the Impact World title.
All right, you heard it here. And final thing, because I've always been curious throughout this interview, I like that painting that's behind you.
Kurt Cobain?
I was trying to think of what that was.
Yeah, it's Kurt Cobain from the Unplugged, his last concert, Unplugged.
Right. Did you get that at the concert, or how did you acquire it?
No. I got this on. There's a website that does all sorts of music pictures with like the distorted colors and stuff, and I thought it was badass, so I got it.
Okay, is that the kind of vibes that you come with in terms of like you like all different colors? I mean, you seem like toned down at the moment as far as clothing, but it seems like you like colors in general. Would that be fair to say?
I'm just a very big Nirvana fan. Love Kurt Cobain. Very very big fan of Kurt Cobain. So I saw this and I thought it was perfect.
Well, I mean, I had to ask because obviously it's a brilliant painting, and it's great to see that. Well, again, thank you so much for taking the time. Make sure you guys tune in Hard to Kill on Fight TV January 8th with the main event with my guy W.Morrissey versus Matt Cardona versus Moose. Triple threat match for the Impact World Championship and potentially new Impact World Champion along the way.
That's me.
All right.